and put Jackson and Delap on one scale, weigh them and see who is going to be a good addition. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kobo Sports Room. Welcome back to another video. And this is a video about Nicholas Jackson. Chelsea fans, come, let's have a conversation about Nicholas Jackson. Yes, you thought Nicholas Jackson was gone. No, he's not gone. He might be coming back to Chelsea. So come, have a seat, take a chill pill, drink some cold water, and let's have a conversation about Nicholas Jackson. Now click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell, follow us on our social media platform. Let's get straight into the video. So yes, Nicholas Jackson. Let's have a conversation about Nicholas Jackson. And it's not only about Chelsea fans. If you are a football fan, let's have a holistic conversation about Nicholas Jackson. Now, Nicholas Jackson made a move to Bayern Munich, I think somewhere around 60 something million. Even though I saw it, Bayern Munich were never going to pay that kind of money to Chelsea for Nicholas Jackson. I saw it. They were trying their best to get Nicholas Jackson to come and help Harry Kane, because now Harry Kane doesn't need to play all the games, so they needed someone to come and help Harry Kane. And they finally came into a consensus that they are going to go in for Nicholas Jackson. Now it is looking very likely, because Bill Sports and then Christian Falk, all these people are reporting. Some newspapers in Germany are reporting that Nicholas Jackson is likely to return to Chelsea, and the move for Nicholas Jackson is not going to be permanent for him in Bayern Munich. Now Chelsea as a football club have to sit down, even the fans, everybody have to be on board to think, are we gonna accept Nicholas Jackson back? When it comes to the team, what is he bringing to the team? Is he gonna be a significant addition into the Chelsea team? That is why we are here to have a conversation. Now, when Nicholas Jackson was moving away from Chelsea, I would like to state the fact that he was not doing bad when he was leaving Chelsea. Now, in fact, some Chelsea fans doesn't have a problem with Nicholas Jackson with respect to his output. They had a problem with Nicholas Jackson's, chances conversion or conversion rate. That was the problem of most of the Chelsea fans, because I'm a Chelsea fan and I know the general feeling in the Chelsea, fan base. Their problem with Nicholas Jackson is not that he's not a good player, but it's with the fact that he was the leading striker for the club and he was missing big chances. So the problem was with conversion rate and not with his output. In fact, his output was good, but Chelsea fans felt like, no, he is getting a lot of big chances that he needed to score those goals, but he wasn't converting those chances. That was the problem for most Chelsea fans. Now, Jackson, it is looking very likely that he will come back. There's been news that Chelsea and Jackson's situation, or the relationship, is over. It has broken down, and Nicholas Jackson is never going to succeed, or is never going to come back to Chelsea again. Now, Chelsea fans, I would like to ask this question: are you going to accept Nicholas Jackson back? If you ask me for my opinion, because I'm a Chelsea fan, I would like to think that I have an opinion. My opinion, I will take Nicholas Jackson back, and I will give you my reasons why I will take Nicholas Jackson back. Just look at Liam Delap. If you are a Chelsea fan, look at Liam Delap. Now take Liam Delap, compare him to Nicholas Jackson. Are they the same? The input or the output Nicholas Jackson was giving to the team, is it the same output as Liam Delap? Now, if you are a Chelsea fan, answer that question for yourself and put Jackson and Delap on one scale, weigh them and see who is going to be a good addition or who is going to be an upgrade for the Chelsea team going into next season. And it is clear that it is Nicholas Jackson. Because he's going to attack. He contributes so much in terms of link-up play, in terms of assists, in terms of even goals. Because how many goals has Delap scored in Chelsea? If you are a Chelsea fan, ask yourself that question. How many goals has this guy scored in Chelsea? He came into Chelsea from Ipswich Town, £30 million release clause for Liam Delap, 34 million for Nicholas Jackson. That is euros for Nicholas Jackson from Villarreal. Now, the input or the output of Nicolas Jackson and then the output of Liam Delap right now, bro, it speaks volume. It speaks volume. The numbers are there. The records are there. Jackson is a better player than Liam Delap. And it speaks volume. And the reason why I would take Jackson back is because we have Joao Pedro and he's doing really, really, really well. In fact, he's doing well. I would like to, commend him. 16 goals for Joao Pedro for Chelsea this season. In fact, 20 plus goals involvement for Joao Pedro this season. He's been creating chances. He's been causing penalties and all of that. So Joao Pedro is eventually going to be the starter for Chelsea in the striking role. So I will take Nicolas Jackson as a backup striker for Chelsea going into next season. I don't want to go into another season with Liam Delap being Chelsea's number 2 in the striking role. It is not going to help the club. Now, there has been report of Julian Alvarez and Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea are going to sign Julian Alvarez. The money is not the issue. The 80-something million pounds is not the issue. The issue has to deal with his salary. Now, Julian Alvarez is taking around £200,000 currently. Now, do you think he is coming to Chelsea? Do you think Chelsea are going to pay more than £200,000 for Julian Alvarez? The money is not the issue, but they are not going to pay. So that is why I don't see Julian Alvarez moving to Chelsea. I see him probably Barcelona. Barcelona will pay that money. Arsenal, all these guys, they will pay that money. But Chelsea, the Chelsea model, they are not going to pay that money. So that is why I don't see Julian Alvarez coming into Chelsea. But Jackson, I will take Jackson back as a second striker for Chelsea next season and loan Liam Delap, or if possible, sell Liam Delap. Acquire Chelsea product. So Chelsea fans, this is my thoughts on Nicolas Jackson. How do you see the deal? It's looking very likely that he will come back to Chelsea. Drop all your comment down below. Let me know your comments. What do you think about Nicolas Jackson? What do you think about he or the idea of him coming back into Chelsea again? Drop all your comment down below. Let me know your comments. Take care of yourselves. Bet on M Sports. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for your time and peace.